Hey, what's going on, YouTube? The Bearded Baron here, bringing you this week's weekly challenge. And this one is one of the worst ones that I hate doing. I absolutely do not enjoy this one whatsoever. This is Hide and Seek Seeker. It is a very quiet ghost already, and to make matters worse, it is on Brownstone High School. So this ghost is all about trying to be able to find it, utilizing different pieces of equipment to try to be able to pinpoint exactly where the ghost is. If you like this kind of video, please give it a like, share with a friend. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Please do, because the effort of doing this is just absolutely awful. But without further ado, let's get into the video.
Alright, take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Well, there you go, chat. There, now you're back up.
We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
Alright, so first things first, this ghost is super quiet. So what we are going to do is we're going to utilize the sound sensors here to try to be able to do stuff. Right? This wouldn't be so bad if we had a cursed object, but I don't even think we have a cursed object. Yeah, I don't think that we have a cursed object at all. Which sucks. Right? And then not only that, but additionally on this mode, your sanity does not really drain. So it just becomes this thing of like, you can't even wait around. You can't artificially drop your sanity. Your sanity doesn't really drop at all. And the ghost is just completely... the ghost is just completely... like, non-existent, essentially. You think you're so funny, don't you? Just think you're so funny. I love the maid overlay. It brings me such joy. We're going to be adding in more costumes and stuff. We're going to add in more stuff so that way you guys can get a bunch of different stuff. So what I'm doing here is we're just running around. This one is going to be really straightforward. It's all about finding the ghost room. You're going to get 3 pieces of evidence. The hardest part is finding the ghost room. I recommend doing this with multiple people. It will make this go by faster. However, it is not necessary, really, because the ghost will never hunt. This is practically free. The hard part here is figuring out where the ghost is. So, we're putting down sound sensors. Right? We're going to run this one down over here. There we go. A little bit more. There it is. Alpha Mox, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. And I would love to know, for anybody that's doing this challenge, if you're over on the YouTube side, I'd love to know what you guys think about this challenge. Because for me, this is one of the worst ones that we can do. Some people would probably disagree, and they would say that other challenges are the worst ones. I'd love to know. I am on PC, yeah. Does it see the outfits? Oh, gotcha, Slipknot. Yeah, I'm gonna need to. I'll need to adjust that. We'll need to do that. That right there looks like an EMF 5, so I can automatically write down an EMF 5. See the jump? It's pretty clear as day. Now, what we want to do, see, we have the sound sensors set up here, right? We have one downstairs here. We're gonna grab the other one here as well. See, they give us the Radio Shack. Like, this is the worst one. They give us the Radio Shack thing. I hate it. It's so bad. The Grizzly Bear, thank you for the 35 months. Chatos, Cleo, John, thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, this is Hide and Seek Seeker. So your sanity will never drop. So you're free to just run in here and just put down stuff. You don't ever have to worry about that. But the downside is that the ghost is super, super shy. And it takes a long while because you have to set this up every single time. Or you have to try to go in here with the Radio Shack sensor or with the with the thermometer to check each and every single room. Now, it'll never hunt. It'll never hunt. You get items for free because it's part of the weekly challenge. So the items are free. You don't have to worry about dying. You don't have to worry about losing your equipment. And if you get 3 ghosts in a row, then you you get the weekly bonus, which is $5,000 extra dollars. So it does help. What's up, Demon Queen? Thank you so much for the Harmony and the anti-pasta sound. So what we are going to do is we are going to crank up these sound sensors. Right? Would be better if we had tier 3 or level 3 on these. Right? You probably need to put down just like level 2s. But essentially what we have here is I have upstairs, we have sound sensors, and then we have downstairs, we have sound sensors. So if the ghost decides to interact with its environment at all, right, we are seeing like movement here. So this is kind of telling me that the ghost is doing something, but we're not hearing anything. So that can eliminate out both the top floor and the bottom floor in these like middle sections. So the ghost is probably either in the back or it's up here at the front someplace. Either at the top or the bottom, yet I don't know. But that's the first thing that I would say. Sound sensor pick up other people's sounds? It will, but... Oh, did we get lucky? Is it right here? Is this a gymnasium ghost? There's no way. Right? Get a baseline reading. Trying to touch a door. Oh, you're in here. Nice. And we got freezing. Okay, so not really lucky with this one being up close here. The parabolic mic obviously can definitely help you out. The ghost can be on the gym. It's very rare though. There's just some spots that the ghost just never seems to go to on certain maps. Like I know the padded rooms on Sunny Meadows, the ghost cannot go in those rooms on Sunny Meadows. Can't go into it will not be a ghost room. The bone will never be in those rooms, I believe. It's like the same thing. Like the ghost rarely is ever in the gymnasium, and it's rarely ever in the lecture hall upstairs. So those are other ones as well that are fairly daunting. Yeah, it'll pretty much go everywhere, like in Tanglewood. Where else will it not really go? This is put this placement over here. Okay. If we have freezing EMF 5, dots will give us an Oni. Orbs is nothing. Spear box is twins. Ghost writing shade. Ultraviolet. So that's what we got. Cassie Palumbo. Thank you guys for the follows. Connor, thank you for the follow. John, thank you for the follow. Bethany, thank you so much for the Go Popular as well. I appreciate it. Black Vixen, thank you for the follow. Yeah, tune in. Yeah, this lands. This land is my land. This land is your land. But yeah, we're gonna have different outfits for you guys to be able to pick and choose from, and they'll be on a timer. I got to get it set up properly. A lot of this was just testing out stuff. Just like I was hoping that the check-in thing would now work again for as far as checking in on the streams. Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? This is like, honestly, one of the best rooms you could get for this challenge. Sorry, it's not much. Bethany, I just appreciate that you guys are here, right? I understand entirely that there's a lot of folks that are going through rough times and stuff like that. You guys have no idea on how much that it means for people to just be in chat. Like, it is insane on the amount of it's insane on the amount of the impact that a person has just for being here. Right? So I don't want you guys to ever think that you can't. There are folks that have that are able to support the channel more monetarily speaking, and that's always definitely a very appreciated. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to be able to enjoy yourselves and never feel like you are obligated to do anything. Right? If you can do it, if you can, support the channel monetarily speaking, great. If you can't, and you being here and stuff, really does make dividends. It really does. Corbin, thank you for the follow. Origin Gear, thank you for the follow as well. So, yeah. All right, so we either have dots. There's no ultraviolet, so it's either dots or ghostwriting. This is what we've got. Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? I usually watch you on YouTube, so I'm glad I found you over on Twitch. I'm glad that you found me too. I'll show my love by annoying Baron and shamelessly hitting on him? Oh my god. What? Even the mod lurkers? This is true. Very true. Chat, what do you guys think? Tonight, should we switch over? Should we switch over after this and we could do a random horror game? Or... See, I need to check to see if we actually got EMF 5. I'm fairly positive that we do. Well, like, I'm really positive that we will, but still. I need to find something. Always watching. I'm always watching, Wachowski. Always watching. Bring in this just in case. Guess what? Chicken bun? Okay. Chicken banana. Chicken bun. I'm thinking a new interaction with the book is writing. I mean, it can be. Clover0356, thank you for the follow. Still no ghostwriting. We definitely have freezing. Yeah. Definitely have freezing. 95% positive we got EMF. Or... Me and one other. Do you know of any like new horror games that are out within the last like couple of days? Anybody know of any horror games that like I'm talking about brand new off the press. I don't give a shit if it's untested. Right? Like brand new. No, if the ghost picks up the book and it throws it, you will not get ghostwriting. You will not get ghostwriting at all. This is why I was telling you guys, though. Is this a shade? Is that what this is? Not new, but have you played 7 Days to Die? Yes. We have Disgruntled Unicorn. There's ghostwriting. Yep, shade. Wonderful. The ghost is super shy, and we get a shade. Perfect. South of Midnight? Never heard about that one. I'd love to watch you play the other side. I do need to give that a solid chance. The Momozilla. Sarah Sorrow. All right, so first one down, we got Shade. You do not need to worry about secondary objectives. You do not need to worry about media on any of this stuff. None of it. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff at all. What are my thoughts on Silent Hill F? I don't know. All right, so this time around, what we're going to do is we're going to use parabolic mic and thermometer. To try to figure it out, right? So, like, you could go down the line like this. Because, again, the ghost is not going to do anything. So, you could just run in here, wait, just turn it on, and then see if there's anything here. The game did download. It did. So my complaint, so like there's a certain genre of horror game that I don't care for, right? Madison was this way. The Bunker was this way. At Dead of Nights was this way. Silent Hill is this way. Visage Visage is just long. I don't know. I don't remember if Visage was that much of like was that bad with everything considering. But all of these other games, what they do is they do a lot of backtracking. Right? So like what they'll say is they'll go, well, in order to be able to, all you got to do is be able to go through that door. That door right there is the door that you want to be able to go through. That's towards the end of the game. That's how you escape. Right? But it's like, oh, the key to that back door is actually back over in it's back over in the, yeah, I hate the fetch quest shit. But they'll go and they'll say, oh, it's back over, you know, the key is in the kitchen. So then you go to the kitchen, and it's like, well, the kitchen's blocked off, so you got to go through the ventilation shaft. So then it's like, okay, well, where's the ventilation shaft? Well, that's over in the armory, and that's where it connects over into. Well, in order to be able to go into the armory, there's a mini-boss fight that you have to do, but in order to be able to beat him first, you got to go down into this other area and grab the weapon that you need to be able to do. And so, like, it just turns into this, like, very long thing. And then Silent Hill 2 was like 10 hours too long, in my opinion. It took us 18 hours to complete that game, and 10 of those hours you could have cut away. And I feel like at that point, what it more so turns into is it's less about the ambiance and the scare factor of the horror game, and it's more about the... just, I don't want you to return this game on Steam, so I'm going to add in these filler levels that makes you play it for way longer so you can't return it. Kind of thing. Right? Like, Silent Hill 2, for example, every single map you played on, you had to play it again at nighttime. Which I get, that's the whole, like, premise of it, is, like, seeing both sides. But it was like, oh, you're in the town. We're doing this. Okay? You're in the town. Now it's the town at nighttime. Then you're in the hospital. Then it's in the hospital at nighttime. Then you're in the apartment building. Then you're in the apartment building at nighttime. Then you finally get out of all of that shit. And then you're like, all right, we're going to go to, we're going to go to the, what was it, the area? The, Historical Society. So then you go to the Historical Society, and then it's like, well, the game's still not over. and then you go and so then you go into that, and then you go down into this like, oh, well, there's a prison on the Historical Society. And then, oh, by the way, now we're dealing with, now we've melded into this person's brain. You in here? Maybe? Oh, you're in here. Oh, thank God. Hooray, slightly open door for the win. But yeah, it was all that kind of stuff. And I get it, like, yeah, okay, you got Pyramid Head. Probably one of the most badass scenes of a horror movie is when you run into Pyramid Head, when they run into him for the first time, and you see that woman, and he just grabs a hold of her whole skin and just rips off all the skin. And you're just like, that's a dude that you just... That's not a guy that you kill. That's a guy you just get out of the way. No, it's not a horror game, but what do you think about Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West? I've never played any of them, so I can't comment on them. Matt's Crafty, thank you for the follow. Chat won't let me play anything else other than Phasmophobia. If I play anything other than Phasmophobia, chat gets upset and my viewer count drops by like 100 people. I lose like 25% of my viewer base in about 10 minutes after I switch a game. Holy shit, yeah. And chat's like, Baron, we're tired of Phasmo. We want you to play something else. And I'm like, all right, guys, well, what about this? And they're like, oh, just not that. Like, all right, cool. Yeah, believe me, chat, we'd play anything. I love Phas. A lot of people love Phas. And that's what I'm most well known for and stuff. And I can't, you know, admittedly, I can't give you guys as much undivided attention when we are playing other things because I have to put more attention into the game because I don't play it as often. Right? But do I want what? Tin can. Do I want to dress up as Lola Bunny? No, I do not. Steph Campman, thank you for the follow. Bro, just lose the part of the viewer base then? You build a community doing variety instead of viewers? Yeah, if everything didn't revolve around your CCV, 100%. Well, not with that attitude, you don't. Can't believe me. This is something that we have done. I have done it we have done it time and time again. Right? Our stream, so like normally on Sundays we do all Phasmo. Then on Mondays we incorporate in an additional horror game into the mix. Right? Then we, on Wednesdays, on every other Wednesday we do community games. On the in-between, on those Wednesdays, we'll do Sea of Thieves. And then on Thursday, then we do whatever. Like last week, Thursday, I wanted to reach the peak of wanted to reach the top of peak. And so then that's what we did. Hello. Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? We got Ghost ready. Nice. There we go. Nice. So we got Ghost Riding, Ultraviolet, Freezing Temps. We got a demon. Woo, time to go. See, the hardest part about this is just finding the ghost room. Didn't you say you did Sea of Thieves and lost viewers? Yeah, we lost 85 average viewers in 5 minutes. Do you use any specific visual settings just noticing how nice your graphics look? So I use a filter. If I hit Alt F3, you can see the filter over here on this side. But basically it's just a brightness and contrast filter. It allows me to be able to, and it allows you guys to be able to see more of the stream and stuff. Because at this point in time, I've got 3,600 hours in Phasmo, and I can do all of these ones blindfolded. So it's more so for you guys. And the fact that just looking at a game that's super, super, super dark with the bright lights that I have on gives me headaches. So to combat giving me a headache, we do that as well. That 3.5 charger. Weasel, Shinobi, thank you guys for the follow. I am Tiny Scorpion. Siren Succubus, thank you for the follow as well.
I've got some jobs ready for you.
I've got some jobs ready for you. G Dizzle, thank you for the follow. Their game and the bright lights makes me look squinty. Yeah, because you're sitting there and you're like, fuck, I'm trying to see what I'm trying to do. Yeah, fuck all that.
Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know what
you know what? I'm just gonna go. We're gonna go thermometer stat. Love this dude. Thank you, Connor. Too. I appreciate that. I still want to know what you did with Connor 1. He's never been this great. TJ, thank you for the follow. Stranded souls. Stranded? Who's stranded? See, what sucks about this too is that there's not a whole lot for the ghost to be able to, for the ghost to interact with on this map to begin with, and then you make it to where the ghost is super shy and it doesn't want to do anything anyways. It really sucks. But believe me, if you guys, like I said, I have said this, and I will say this until we're fucking blue in the face. If it was like, yep, you guys showed up and you guys stayed around for everything, right? Then we would do anything. We would do anything. We'd be playing Marvel Rivals right now. I'd be grooting some bitches, you know. Right? Or Fortnite in it. Maybe a little Minecraft. You in here? Did I get lucky? Is it my day of lucky? Can you do something? Maybe? I tried some Marvel Rivals, did not care for it. I don't know, like, if we had the option of just being able to play anything, I think I would do just more variety, like, horror games and stuff. With maybe some mixture of some stuff in there. You know, like, I don't know that I would ever be good enough to be one of those, like, you know, the Rainbow Six Siege folks. It's just kind of, to me, it's a lot of just aiming down sights, waiting for stuff. CSGO, it's a lot of aiming down sights, waiting for stuff to happen. You know, there's just a lot of that stuff that just sucks. Last Ghost was a demon. FPS are so toxic, though. I mean, they can be. Any game can be super toxic. You know what I mean? That's why, and honestly, that's why that we're trying to get the more streams. We're trying to get more interactivity on the stream side. I heard my horse. I named my horse Mayo. Okay, all right. Somebody take Riri says hi out back, please. This is the word, have you heard? It's got moving, it's got feeling. What's up, Annabelle? I am doing the weekly challenge. Nice content. Shiny Giggles. Thank you for the follow. How do we play this bingo game? As things happen to us, you mark the cards off, right? It carries over from match to match. It goes until somebody says, hey, I got bingo in the Discord. We check the bingo, right? All you got to do is get 5 things in a row, whether that's horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. You go from there. What's up, all gooder? The weekly challenge, though, is it is hide and seek seeker. So this is really rough for us with this stuff. I breathe and they say that I'm gay. What? No worries, Demon Queen. On Valorant. But like, all right, so here's my interpretation of Valorant, CSGO, a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, not as much, because from the gameplays that I've seen, at least in Rainbow Six Siege, a lot of people move. But I mean, like, the whole thing here is like, it's like this, where it's like, I'm holding my crosshairs right here at this spot. You know? So like, we'll hold the door like this. And then I'll sit here with my crosshair aimed at a spot in between the door. And I'm literally waiting for the pixel color to change. So that way I know that that's a dude's head. and then I'm like, pew. And then you're like, yeah, we got him. Or worse is like, oh, you died. And so then it's great. So then what ends up happening is I'm going around and everybody waits to load up again, and then they flip their knives, right? For no reason. There's no reason for them to flip their knife. Apart from that they're just bored as shit. Dead. Up, you're dead. And that's it. That is the entirety of, like, Valorant and, like, CSGO. That's everything. Did I throw the book? Hello? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Ah, where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Right, like it's just one of those things. I feel like you should be able to record ultraviolet footsteps. I know you can take a photo of them, but I feel like the act of them stepping as well should also count. So we got ultraviolet. This is gonna be like a Goryo, right? We got no ghost writing. Did we get freezing temps yet? We have freezing. Never mind. It might actually Gen Hantu or Demon. Wait, we got an EMF 5, right? So this is a Gen. Alright, time to go. Is there power on the challenge? You can get it. This is like easy. This is basically, this entire challenge is like Friendly Ghost. The ways, me and one other, which one came out which one came out the most recently? Pick up modifiers to help your team or hinder your enemy team. Like that's, well, I mean, like, and I get that there's a place for those, and if you enjoy those kind of games, then you enjoy those kind of games. I'm not giving you guys shit for those, right? But like, if I was going to play some kind of first-person game, it would be something along the lines of like a battle royale thing. That could be Fortnite, that could be Call of Duty, that could be PUBG, could be Escape from Tarkov, right? Because the circle is constantly closing, so it requires people to actually be able to move, and you actually have to pivot. And you have to scavenge for materials and things like that. So, like, there is skill that comes into keeping track of all those kind of things, you know, and not putting yourself into a bad position. Whereas I just feel like with CSGO and with Valorant, especially with CSGO, especially here lately, that the only thing that people care about is opening up crates, hoping to get a gold item, and hoping that that item will pay for your house. That is it. Hell, I've thought about not even playing CSGO. I've thought about just buying CSGO packs every once in a while as like a way, as like a lottery system for me to just be able to try to figure out whether or not that I can, you know, oh shit, I got a knife that I can sell on Steam, potentially sell on Steam that would pay for my house. Like somebody's going to come out of nowhere and buy it. They probably would, dumbasses, but still. All right, let's go. Brooks, the link is in my bio. And there we go. So that's three up, three down. This challenge is basically like doing, it's a freebie. The hardest part here is figuring out where the ghost is. If you want to do it in like one sweep of the high school, all you got to do is take it in a thermometer. You might get lucky with a parabolic mic. You might not. You can also use the sound sensors. The easiest way of being able to do this is to go in with 3 of your friends. Everybody take a different wing. You just go down the wings with your, you know, 3 people or 2 people with the thermometers, 2 people with parabolic mics, and then you flip and see, you know, like, hey, where it's at, and then from there, then you're done. You're good to go. So that's what I would recommend. Again, this one is just annoying because you have to go around and you actually have to find the ghost. So, but if you made it this far in the video, and if you've been listening to my ramblings on through all of this and you like this kind of stuff, please give it a follow. Share this with a friend. Comment down below how this ranks. Right? Do you like this challenge? Do you hate this challenge? Let me know. I'm also live over on Twitch 4 days a week, Sunday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 5 until about 10 o'clock Eastern time. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.